Hello everyone, this is Ann Ledgerwood. I am a pediatric physical therapist, a musician, and a writer of some self-published books for children and families. Today I'm here to talk to you about the importance of tummy time. I think we all hear a lot about that, about why we need to do that, and we all know, those of us who have children and grandchildren and great-grandchildren, that sometimes tummy time can be stressful. Babies don't necessarily love it, and we as the adults in their lives don't want to hear them fuss or worry about them not being happy. So today, hopefully, I will be able to share some ideas with you of ways to give babies that very important tummy time in ways that are not so difficult for them. Why do babies need to be in tummy time? Well, they need to be there partly because they need to get strong. They learn to lift up against gravity, control their heads, turn their heads both ways, bear weight through their arms, shift weight side to side in preparation for rolling, and also just movement in general, transitions from one position to another. So it is a really important part of development, a part that can be a fun time for kids. So we're going to show you some ways to make it less stressful and hopefully help you understand the importance of why we do need to have tummy time. Feel free to share this video with anyone you think it would help. We're glad that you have chosen to tune in, and hopefully you hear something that helps you. Thanks. Good job, buddy. We're going to talk today a lot about tummy time. He goes, oh boy, we're going to. So one thing we do want to know, I'm going to roll you over, buddy. Can we roll over toward the camera? Let's just roll right there. See, he rolls back. That's good. You see, he sort of stays in a unit.
Yes.
And see, you're back. There you are, buddy. Where you? Oh, you're going over? Wow. You're going to go ahead and get on tummy time? That was pretty strong. So we're going to have to see that. So is this kind of typical of what you see with tummy time?
Yes.
Okay. You're going to show. You don't much love it, do you? You want to go back? Okay. We'll go on back. So one of the things that's real important with babies is we as adults, we know how to move from one position to another. Babies have to learn that. So whether it's how to roll from one side to the other or all the way to the tummy or back, babies have to learn that. So, and that takes practice. And so sometimes what we do as adults is we just pick a child up or rescue them from something that might appear to be a little bit difficult for them. But what we want to do is help him do as much as he can for himself, even at a young age. And 4 months is pretty young. Look, do you see yourself? You so handsome. So what we're going to do, I'll show this up here. This is a rice bag. So my friend Joe makes these for me to help babies with tummy time, and then later with sitting. Okay, we'll talk about that. But all it is rice in a little bag, and she has made it with this little fringe on top, which really helps. I bet you'd like to touch that, wouldn't you? You want to see it? You want to see that right there? What is it? Wow, and it's red and black and white. That's so fun. Look at you reaching. Such a big boy. Yes. All right, I'm going to move him now, okay? You like it? So I'm going to let you pick him up.
Okay.
And then I'm just going to lay this down here. And I want you to put him on his tummy with his elbows up here. I'm going to help you, buddy. Wow. Look. Now what we want to do is take this, just kind of pull it up under his chest. Now, look at that.
Buddy.
It's magic. Yeah, tell me about it. So what we're doing is just making it a little bit easier because it lifts his chest up a little bit, and then it's just giving him some support, okay? So if you'll hand me that little ball back there, it's really bright. Let's let him look at that. Look here, buddy. Look. That's work. You see that? Wow, that's so pretty. How about up high? It's hard to go up. I know it is. It's very hard. But you can see just this little simple thing will make this a little easier. So typically a child about 3 months is able to prop on their elbows and pick the head all the way up to about 90 degrees, looking like a little turtle.
Right.
Look, that's a pretty, pretty thing, isn't it? Wow. Back around here again. What are you thinking? What are you thinking? Very good. So, typically what we recommend, that was cruel. Sorry, buddy. Didn't mean to move it away. What we typically recommend is tummy time about 5 minutes at a time throughout the day. And a good rule of thumb is every time you change his diaper is put him on his tummy.
Okay.
So if you're laying him down to change his diaper, and then instead of just picking him up, you just roll him over onto this, and then there he gets to practice.
Okay.
And you're also teaching him as you do that he can roll himself. He can't do it yet, but he's trying.
Okay.
I mean, he's strong with his arms. You ready? What are you thinking? Okay. So when you want to take him out of this, you would just go ahead and roll his legs over. Roll him back over. Okay, and we'll just move it out of the way, buddy. Now, see, it's okay. There's your mommy. There's your mommy. Did you like it? Yeah, I know. It's so fun. So a way that you can do it yourself, we'll let him rest a minute, and we want to give him rest, I mean, how many times hard work? So if we think about the equivalent of that as adults, is more like push-ups. Somebody tells you to do push-ups, it's hard work.
Yeah.
A lot of weight bearing through the arms and just a lot of strength necessary. But if we don't help him learn to do it, then he's not going to get strong. He's doing a lot of nice things with his reaching. How about up here, buddy? You see that now? See, that's quick. That's very good. Wow, it's so pretty, isn't it? His hands look good. Arms together quickly. So that's good. Very good. So what you can do with this is you just put it there. Now I'm going to help you a little bit, but I want you to take his legs and just roll him over and watch him roll up on top of this. Oh, goodness gracious, buddy. So you want to go ahead and when you do it, you see you're pulling it up so that it's under his chest. Look at that. You are such a big boy. Look. I know it's hard work. And way up high. Here it is, way up high. And see, you're not even very mad. It'll help be able to tolerate tummy time better because it's not quite so hard.
Right.
Okay. So that's one way to do it. Another way to do tummy time is to put either one of you in the recliner and lean back and put him on your chest. Look at him because he's going to want to see you eye to eye more than anything. That's an easy way to do it, and just give him some time that way. You can also put him on like a bed pillow in your lap and just kind of bounce him a little bit up and down. So there are lots of ways that make it not so terrible for you, right, buddy? What are you thinking? Now this time, last time we let him roll this way, he tends to want to kind of roll over with his left arm down. So this time, let's roll him this way, okay? Here we go, buddy. I know, I'm going to pull it out. Pull it out. There you go, so it's not cold on you. Wow. Good job.
Did you go the other way?
He's a happy child. I'm telling you. Look what you see. See, you see yourself. So a mirror is a magic thing for tummy time. Especially if you give him the mirror only when he's in tummy time.
Right.
So that will help. And
he does like looking at himself.
Yeah, of course. He's handsome. We learned that early, don't we? Who's that boy right there? He's so handsome. You see yourself? Okay. So here you see Lavender and Tummy Time. You can tell that she doesn't mind it. It's clear that she has spent a lot of time on the floor on a mat, learning to use her arm muscles, her neck and back. She is clearly not unhappy there. You can see her weight shift side to side, and that her vision, she's looking up and she's also looking down at her play mat. So she is a strong little girl. Though tummy time is not recommended for sleeping for infants, it is still important that they spend time there so that their neck muscles allow them to turn their face to the right and to the left fully. Hey friends, here is another way to make tummy time a little bit more fun. This is my doll, Cupcake. You can see Cupcake has a cupcake on her little bib. So I've been using Cupcake for a long time to show families how to do things with their babies, and also to help with teaching families massage, infant massage. So we will do that in a different video, but today we're talking about tummy time. So this is, of course, a yoga ball. They aren't expensive. You might already have one at home. They're a lot of fun in a lot of ways. So we're going to use the yoga ball today to show you how to make tummy time perhaps a little bit more fun. So we're going to do it first with Cupcake facing you. Now obviously Cupcake has no muscles, so she cannot pick her head up. But you can place a baby this way. You want to get the elbows under the shoulders, and I'm going to show you what it would be like if she could help us. You can see what that would look like. And I'm sitting on a couch, so you could sit on a couch or a chair, but it makes it easy for most anyone to be able to do this, even a person who might be a little bit older, even a grandparent, where it might be difficult to get down in the floor. So here's a way we can bounce Cupcake up and down. We can take her side to side. We could also take her forward and back. Typically, if you take a child forward, they're going to lift up against gravity. So that's the front view. Here is the side view with Cupcake. So first of all, if your baby's not happy in tummy time, just put them there and just bounce them a little bit up and down. Just bounce them a little bit and make them happy. Most babies love a yoga ball. So when you're doing that, you can also then, you want to, the same way, put the elbows under the shoulders. I am also leaning my arm down a little bit on what would be her pelvis to give her a little something to pull against. And then as I would put her here, she would typically lift her head up and bear weight through her arms if possible. And if you would take your baby forward like this, as the baby moves forward, the reaction against gravity would be to want to lift the head up. So part of the reason why I am leaning here is to help her feel something to pull against. As I mentioned, the same concept as when you or I or any of us adults would do sit-ups, and if someone holds your feet, it makes it easier to do. Same idea here is when she is trying to lift up. If I'm pushing here, it makes it easier for her to lift up and use her neck muscles and her back muscles, and also hopefully her arms to push up to lift up. So there you go. There is another way to work on tummy time, this time with a yoga ball. Thanks.